Hey everybody, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
We are in Clifton. No, we're not.
We're in Columbia.
Columbia, yeah, no, we're in Columbus, Mississippi.
Just leave it.
Columbia. No, we're in Columbus, Mississippi, right just about to cross down into Alabama on the Tennessee-Tom Bigby Waterway. We have been, as of today, we have been 56 days traveling down the river. It's been an incredible journey for sure. We have been rained on, snowed on, wind, hail, ice storms.
Eagles dropping things.
The eagle actually threw a bush at us. We got too close to its tree. We stopped on this island. We were waiting for one of the locks to let us through. They said it was going to be a couple hours. So we stopped and dropped anchor and then took the dinghy and went to this island, just took the dogs walking around and everything. And when we pulled up, there was a big eagle in the tree right there. And he was watching us. And when we walked kind of around the island area and then walked back over by his tree, all of a sudden he came out of nowhere and he dropped bush with a root ball and everything, literally that big, the size of a large watermelon, and he almost got us. He flew right over the top of us and threw this giant bush at us. So we decided that he didn't want us around his tree, so we got back on the dinghy and split. The main thing is we've been watching the little one there to make sure she doesn't get carried away by anything. We are in, obviously everybody saw the goat fight, so after the goat fight I bought this little kajigger here. This is a cattle prod right here. This thing is this is nothing nice. This is a big green cattle prod. If anything comes close to us now, then it is going to be blasted with the cattle prod. So no more messing around, because now we're down in alligator country and wild boars and everything else. So everything that wants to get us and get the dogs. So we don't want none of it. So we want to. I don't want to have to hurt anything bad, but the cattle prod will give them the what for, that's for sure. Where we're at right now is that we were just in Aberdeen, Mississippi, at the marina up there a couple of days ago, and we hit something in the water. So when we damaged the boat, and we got a really bad vibration on the starboard engine, which is the right-hand engine. Not in the engine itself, but in the prop shaft or in the prop or something. Kelly was driving the boat coming down the river, and I went down in the engine room with my light, and you could just see the floor just shaking. We got a leak down there. We're taking on a little bit of water from that packing where the prop shaft goes through the floor right there, or through the hull. So we got to get the boat pulled out of the water and figure out what the dang hell happened to it. We don't know what we hit, but we hit it pretty hard, and we got grounded. So I ended up taking the dinghy and coming around to the front of the boat and having Kelly stand on the front of the boat and tie the rope off to our cleats up there. And then I just took the dinghy and just yanked and pulled and twisted and turned that thing every which direction and finally got it off of whatever we were stuck on. And then we were able to keep moving. But now that we got down here into Columbus, we got a real nasty vibration. And the closest place to get the boat hauled out and checked out is in Demopolis, Alabama. So that's our next stop. It's 118 miles to Demopolis, Alabama. We're going to probably take our time and run on one motor. And I guess we should have shut that off, huh? But we're going to take our time and run on one motor, and that way we don't damage anything more than what we're already damaged. And then we're going to get down there and pull it out and see how much it's going to cost. We were planning on stopping in Mobile anyways, and renting a slip for a month and going back to work, since the piggy bank's getting kind of skinny anyways. We'll both go work for a month and put some more money in there so we can keep our journey going. Unfortunately, like I said, money is kind of slim, so we are
hoping you can help us.
We're seeing if anybody wants to give us a hand with our journey here and help us keep moving along. Any help would definitely be appreciated. We don't know what the extent of our damage is, but we only got a few grand left in the bank, and it's probably going to use it up getting the boat fixed, because there's just nothing cheap about it. It's going to cost a little over $500 just to get the boat pulled out and put on the hard so we can even figure out what's wrong with it. So that's definitely not going to be a cheap proposition. So we figured anybody that wants to help, I'll put a couple of links for sure in the description for the video where you can help. Just simple things. I got like the Facebook Messenger. I have the PayPal at Kerry's Carburetors. I have Zelle, which is a really cool app. I got that Venmo. Venmo? Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
So, yeah.
Venmo, yeah, which is it's just all sharing apps. Everybody does these videos, and, a lot of people have RVs and boats, and they're always, like the SV Delos guys, some of our favorite guys we watch on the sailboat, they have their buy us a beer thing, which they've actually really traveled almost the whole world several times on what they're able to stop and work, and donations that they get from people just trying to help them out to keep their program going. So, once again, we definitely appreciate everybody watching our videos and hanging out with us the whole time. And anybody's welcome to come down here and hang out with us. Just tell us where you want to meet us. Let us know when you want to come out. We'll tell you where we'll be, and you can just fly out to that airport, and we'll pick you up, and you can hang out on the boat with us for a couple of days and fish and drink, and if you get unruly, we'll make you walk the plank and everything. So
we'll make one.
We haven't put a plank together yet, but we're gonna. When we get to the ocean, we're gonna put together some kind of a plank, because I guarantee it, on party night, there's going to be somebody who's going to end up walking the plank. It'll probably be me, but hey, good thing I can swim, so that's all right. As long as we don't have the concrete shoes, it'll be all right.
Yeah.
But other than that, we just wanted to kind of talk about where we've been and how the journey's been going. We are actually only, like I said, 348, 58, something like that, miles from Mobile Bay. And we're going to kind of limp our way down another 118 miles on one motor to Demopolis, Alabama, get the boat hauled out, and then we'll have a better idea how much this is all going to cost. But I guarantee it's going to wipe out the rest of our money that we got. So anything helps. Anybody who wants to help us out.
$5, $2.
$5, $2, yeah. That's $7.
$2. I can't count.
Hey, either way.
I haven't changed.
Yeah, she hasn't changed. She still can't count. But that's all right. I love her anyways.
Aww. Liar. I love him too.
He's
a liar. My buddy.
It's because I can count. That's why she likes me.
And he can spell. And God knows I can't.
Yeah, I can spell and count. That's about the only skills I really have, though. So, yeah. That's, but, hey, everybody, thanks for sharing all our videos and enjoying it and liking everything and subscribing and doing all that YouTube stuff. I never thought that we would have a YouTube channel or putting videos on Facebook, but we never thought we'd be somewhere down here on the river.
4 months ago, I didn't know this guy.
Yeah,
look at
exactly.
Us now.
I know. 4 months ago, I didn't know me either. And now look at me. But we're 428 miles from where we started. Started up in Stillwater, came down the St. Croix River to the upper Mississippi River, took the upper Mississippi River all the way down to by the Kentucky border, where we caught the Ohio River, which took us back up into Paducah and Kentucky Lakes onto the Tennessee River, and now we're down the Tennessee River, which turns and goes into Nashville, but we turned off at the Tennessee Tom Bigby Waterway, which is a really amazing place. Yeah, a lot of it is like running on a treadmill in a closet, that's for sure.
Oh,
it's just the same, just like, yeah.
Watching the paint dry.
Yeah, it's pretty monotonous, but hey, it's either way, we watch it dry and then peel. That's how long it takes. Some days seem like they're 100 days long, but it's the way it goes. Luckily, we got beer and tunes, and some places we don't even have tunes. Some places we're so far in the middle of nowhere, there's no radio, no cell service, so we actually throw dice and drink beer while we're cruising down the river, or play cards, or whatever. I mean, sometimes the journey is that slow. I'll post some of the videos. I got a whole bunch of miscellaneous videos of just us, just like stuck at a time warp on the Tennessee Tom Bigby Waterway, but it's just an amazing journey, and we appreciate everybody watching it and sharing it and making comments and enjoying it. So everybody have a great Thanksgiving, and I'll put a couple of links in the description or wherever I can put them. I'm still learning my editing program, and anybody who wants to help us out, that'd be greatly appreciated. And and we love you a long time.
$2, $5.
$2, $5 make $7. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving. Love and miss you all.